Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we'll talk about Kali Linux and how to install Kali in your virtual machines or Oracle VirtualBox. So Kali Linux is a tool that you can use for pen testing, security audits, and cybersecurity tools. So if you're interested in cybersecurity, you should learn how to use Kali Linux. All right, so let's get started. All right, so step one in installing Kali Linux is you have to go to the official website of Kali. The website is https://www.kali.org. All the links will be put in the description box below. Now, since you are already in the website, you are going to click download. But for the record, you have to make sure that you are downloading the correct Kali Linux for your machine. So I'll be using a VirtualBox. So we are going to click download, and then here you are going to choose which installer you're using. So I'll be using the virtual machine. So this is the recommended one for me. But if you're using a different types of machine, you can choose which one you are going to use. You can use a live boot is a bootable that you put in the USB and you install it in your computer. It will be your operating system. But okay, anyway, let's go to virtual machines. I'll be using this one, so click this. Now I'll be using VirtualBox, but if you're using different types of virtual machines, you can click which one is recommended for you. So let's go with a VirtualBox. So click download. Now it's now downloading. So you have to wait for a few seconds or minutes depending on how fast is your internet. Okay. All right, guys, we already downloaded the Kali Linux installer for our VirtualBox. Now it's already in our download folder. We are going to extract it and save it in our C drive, but it depends on you where do you want to save it. But for me, I save it in my C drive. All right, so this is the zip file. You have to make sure that you have a 7-zip or WinZip to extract the file. So this is the extracted file of our Kali Linux. If you open that, there is a installer inside. We have the Kali Linux 25 VirtualBox for AMD 64 VirtualBox and another one for a VirtualBox VDI. Now we are going to install this inside our VirtualBox. So I have a YouTube video on how to install VirtualBox or virtual machine in your computer. You have to check that out in order for you to learn if you don't know how to install virtual machine or VirtualBox. All right. Okay, so this is our VirtualBox. All right, so we are going to install the Kali Linux that we install inside our VirtualBox because we don't want to use Kali Linux as our base operating system, but instead we will run it inside a VirtualBox so it will not intervene with our existing operating system, which is Windows. Anyway, all right, guys, so we have two installer that we extract from our Kali Linux installation. So what you're going to do is the fastest way to open your Kali Linux inside your VirtualBox is to just here the Kali Linux VirtualBox AMD 64. All you need to do is just double click. Boom. Okay, so after you right click the installer to open in a VirtualBox, this is what will happen. Kali Linux, and then we will start the Kali. It's actually running now, right? The Kali is actually running right now inside the virtual machine. But for the record, we are going to review the system and the general memory and processor of our Kali Linux inside our virtual machine. So the recommended base memory is 2 gig, but so as you can see here, we have 2,48 MB for our base memory. So recommended is 2 gig, but you can actually go as much as 4 gig for optimum performance. Our processor is, we use 2, but you can actually change it to 4 if you want. And then for the minimum, this space is 20, but you can go as much as 50 gig if you want. So for our video memory, we have 128 MB, and for our processor, we have 2. For the rest, these are the information for our storage and for our adapter. That's the one. Some of them was configured automatically when we open our Kali Linux inside the VirtualBox. But you can always change it in the settings or when you are setting up your Kali Linux inside the VirtualBox. Okay, now let's go ahead and run our Kali Linux inside the VirtualBox. So we just click show and voila, this is what will happen. Ta-da! Here you go. So this is our Kali Linux. And this is inside the VirtualBox, which our VirtualBox is installed on our Windows computer. So we have a Kali Linux inside our VirtualBox running on top of our Windows computer. So we're going to log in using our username and password. All right, so now it is running. Standby. Boom. Look at that. All right, guys, so that's how you install Kali Linux inside your virtual machines. Very easy. If you have questions, feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. On my next video, I will going to teach you 10 command lines that you can use in your Kali Linux machine. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.